Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Vanessa, this is Ace Beaute, and today we're going to be reviewing the Ace Beaute Mystic Romance palette. This is her. She features a mirror and 15 shades. This is the color story, and it retails for $38.99 plus shipping and handling. I thought that this color story was gorgeous and perfect for fall, so I wanted to try her out now that I'm reinvigorated to film again. So if you're interested in seeing how this eyeshadow palette performs, just continue watching. Starting off with swatches, we're going into Sacred, Aura, Celestial, Haze, Euphoria, Fog, Rose, Allure, Temptress, Spellbound, Enchantment, Devotion, Mystic, Enigma, and last but not least, Starry. And so this is the entire color story swatched. I think that the shimmers are gorgeous in this palette. The mattes look beautiful. Some swatched better than the others, but overall, this is a beautiful color story and definitely up my alley. And now we're just gonna get into the look. So starting off, I already primed my eyes with the Glam Light Icing primer in the shade Buttercream, and so that is the primer that I'm using for this review. To start off the eye look, we're gonna grab our What's Up Beauty R104 brush, dig into the shade Rose, pat it on my crease, and then blend it out. This is how the shade Rose blended out on my crease. Then we're gonna go into our What's Up Beauty R103 brush and dig into the shade Temptress and put that right below Rose and then blend it upwards into Rose. Following that, we're gonna go with our What's Up Beauty R102 brush, go into the shade Haze and put this on our outer V. This shade added so much depth. It is so beautiful, and when combined with the other two, it kind of looked purple. So now I'm just gonna take my What's Up Beauty R104 brush, and I'm just gonna sweep it across both eyes, blending all of the shades into one another. And this is how we are looking. And now I'm just gonna cut my crease with my Icing eyeshadow base in Buttercream and the Olimar packing brush. I am super excited to be cutting my crease again on screen. I just find cutting the crease to be my favorite part about makeup, and I haven't really done it too frequently. So now we're digging into the shimmers. I'm taking my ABH packing brush and going into the shade Euphoria. This was not working out too well for me, so I decided to go along with my fingers. And after using my fingers, this actually became a very shimmery purple. Then I went into Celestial and tried again, and again it just wasn't really working out with the brush, so I decided to use my fingers again. For some reason this shade just isn't for my brush. Looks way better with the finger. I'm just gonna smudge these two shimmers together. And this is how we are looking. I am gonna finish up the other side and my face so we can smoke out my under eye lash line. And then we're gonna go into final thoughts. Before finishing up the rest of my face, I did just wanna show you guys how my left eye is coming out. I only use the brush for this part, and so this is how it looks like with the shimmers with a brush. versus this, how it looks like shimmers with your finger. And so I just did want to differentiate that for you all because I'm more of a fangirl of a shimmer that can be picked up on a brush rather than using my finger to make it actually look bright. This does look beautiful, but I prefer not to use my fingers. And so I just did want to show you guys that difference. Next, I pulled out my R102 brush and I went into the shade Enigma to blow out my lower lash line. It's a beautiful brown. And then I used the shade Sacred, which was pretty awesome to use. It brightened up my under eye and made me look more awake. I love this shade. Okay, so hot take, I really like the shade Sacred. Even though it's slightly just like my skin color, it brightened up my inner corner so well without even putting on a shimmery shade as a highlight. So I think that that shade is gorgeous on the inner corners and it makes me look more awake. But yes, this is the completed eye look. I think it did come out very stunning. And the more that I look at myself, the more that I really like this eye look, just because it complements my skin color so well. It's deep, it's rich. I can wear this on a date night, event, anything like that. I'm very excited for it. But I do have some opinions on this palette, and so I'm gonna start off with the good parts of it. I think that the mattes are stunning, gorgeous, beautiful, blend beautifully, and provide depth that a lot of palettes these days don't really have, and so Haze really blew it out of the water. It provided deep, rich, beautiful everything to it, and it's just a brown, but it looks purple combined with the other two mattes that I wore. And so I think that the mattes are definitely there. And I was very surprised by Sacred, again, because Sacred definitely brightened up the under eye. And so I give the mattes 5 out of 5 stars. No issues whatsoever. Beautiful, stunning. I give the color story 5 out of 5 stars. Super wearable, super beautiful, can do many looks with this. I will give these shimmers a 3.5 out of 5 stars just because, you know, they swatch beautifully, yes. When you use your fingers, yes, beautiful. But I prefer using just a brush, and a lot of brands have gone in the direction of doing the smushy shimmers. And I'm not the biggest fan of it, but some brands do it well, and so Glamlite actually does do it well, where I can use just my brush and get their shimmers to look exactly how it would look like with a finger. This palette will not do that for you. I tried, and I did not succeed. So for that reason, I just think that the shimmers are a little bit underwhelming, but they did come out beautifully with the fingers. So if you don't mind using your handy dandy fingers, I think you would love this palette, especially if you love the color story like I do. I think it's perfect for the fall, perfect for the time that they released it. And I think my overall rating of the palette is probably 4 stars, just because, yeah, the shimmers aren't my favorite, but they do look beautiful at the end of the day. Do I prefer them to be more powdery? Yes, but I don't think that that takes away the quality of the palette. I think it is a quality palette that I don't think anybody will regret purchasing unless they want to use solely a brush with the palette. But yeah, I love it. I think it looks cute. That's all I have for you today. Let me know what you think in the comments, and have a great day or night wherever you are in the world, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.